In the shadow of the oak where wild roses thrive, we carved our names young and alive. Sunset burned gold on your flowing hair, the smell of summer rain hung in the air. But love flew with the autumn leaves, drifted off on a prairie breeze underneath that old oak tree. You and the wind took all of me. The old porch swing hangs quiet and still, echoes of laughter against my will. Your scarf still lies on the dusty trail where once we walked, now just a pail. Lonely cabin walls lined with paint, I walk these rooms, call your name. Gravel crunches underfoot alone, this winding path no longer home. Love flew with the autumn leaves, drifted off on a prairie breeze underneath that old oak tree. You and the wind took all of me. By the riverside where the water bends, I find the courage where your love ends. Saddle worn, heart torn in the fading light, whispers of you in the stars at night. Left me here to ache, to mend beneath that oak on sacred ground. Your ghost in every sight and sound. Love flew with you. In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror, broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wild lands we left behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone. Your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time parade. Now the trails fade where we once rode, under starlit skies our story is told. And in the silence of this wandering life, I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase, and every sunset I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays, a lingering warmth in the cold, empty graves. In the shadow of the mesa, where the oak trees used to stand, I found the scarf you left behind, now faded in my hand. The cabin's door still creaks the same, on hinges worn and gray. It echoes with each step I take since you in the rain walked away. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the river beds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. This old porch remembers us, its boards worn down with time, where we watch the sunsets bleeding tonight, your hand resting in mine. But the gravel roads are empty now, the trails have all but faded, just like the love we swore would last, now gone and all but jaded. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the river beds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. Maybe towns like these, with dust settled so still, are just places for the heart to break, not places meant to heal. I saddled up to ride again through winds that whisper pain of a love that's just another ghost, like the rain. The rain walked away with the best of my years. Through the dust I see you clear, your smile through the tears. I'll carry this old heart of mine down roads where memories sway, still searching for a reason why the rain walked away. Yes, forever asking why did the rain walk away?
There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming round, but it's just echoes of silence in the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flicker where her eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far. A silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. Her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down.
Where the oak tree shadows lay like hands of time, and gravel roads whisper beneath the weight of worn boots. There's an old porch where we'd watch the purple sky unwind, while the evening star listened to our quiet, tender truths. Beneath that sky your scarf danced with the prairie wind, and every gust was a verse of love sung soft and slow. Your laughter mingled with the rustle of the grass in my mind, where only dusty trails of memory go. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saved in your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I feel the ghost of your embrace
Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretching longer. Since the day you packed your dreams in that old leather bag, the town's too quiet and the nights feel even longer. Each star a reminder of what we had and what I lacked. Empty saddle, empty heart, on trails of solitude I ride. With your scarf now faded, still keeping the cold at bay. In every whispered breeze, I hear you by my side, a haunting serenade that never truly fades away. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I face the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Was it the call of the wild or the fear of the tame that tore from my arms the love I knew by name? With every dawn I rise to find not just the land, but my heart's been left behind. Whiskey waits, and I reckon it will always wait. Every bottle's a reminder of the cost of fate. Here neath the endless sky I roam, drifting like the river, forever calling your name my home. As the wind plays our lost love song, as the wind plays our lost love song.
Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, faded but bold, beneath the stars where our whispers once danced. An empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red just like my old heart. In those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter has faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your sin lingers there. The path we walked, overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all.
but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stays.
Out on the edge where the oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. Echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin, faded like the photographs where time has woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name, whispers of the aspen beneath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road of memories framed, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once showed and now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. A touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the reins came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name, the whispers of the aspen beneath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road of memories framed, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes. But these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name. Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, you wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, Promised us storms we'd weather together, but the storm said nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. Years roll like tumbleweeds past this old porch, no shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls, now just echoes of boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, a monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Neath the cool moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my say. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind, and the rain knows my name. Sunsets still bleed, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf that danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes
echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
In the shadow of the oak, by the dusty gravel lane, there's a scarf you left behind, fluttering like a flame. The road where we once walked, under endless azure skies, now just a silent path where my lonely heart lies. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. Old porch creaks as I think on days long gone, cabin empty like the heartache drawn upon my soul. You rode away with the dawn to a place where I can't follow, left me with the echoes of our yesterday so hollow. On this timeless road, the world stood still, your whisper in the wind, oh, I hear it still. Sunsets bleed like the tears we spill on this timeless road, where my dreams unfulfilled. The rust on my saddle, the cracks in my boots, speak of the miles and the solitary routes. Yet in every gust, your laughter twines through the whispering pines, across the fading lines. On this timeless road, I stand alone, heart bound to the dust where your light once shone. In the quiet of the night, under stars still and bright, I walk this timeless road in the fading twilight.
In the shadow of a crooked oak, where the wild river bends, I found your scarf, a faded red, torn by the wind sharp ends. Beneath the sky's deep canvas, so cruel and endless blue. Every whisper of the grass brings me back to you. Oh, these grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars and only silence remains. Underneath this lonesome moon I wander, roll and spin, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. We rode the dusty trails once, through towns too small to name. Our dreams as wide as open skies, wild hearts we never tamed. Now the porches creak in solitude, where we once danced till dawn. A solitary rider passed by, the echo of us gone. Oh, these grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars and only silence remains. Underneath this lonesome moon I wander, roll and spin, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. An old saddle lies abandoned, where the barn door sways and sighs. Raindrops trace the stories, the silent goodbyes. And every mile I've traveled, every dusk I've faced alone, brings me closer to the heartache, the deepest I've known. Oh, these grave haunts that tether my soul to your memory ever tied. And every sunset's fire, and every tear I've cried. Yet in the quiet of the dying light, as night claims the expanse, I find solace in the solitude, in the tragic dance. So let the stars bear witness to the love I cannot reclaim, as the darkness folds around me, whispering your name. On Lonesome Hill, neath the oak tree wide, my heart first leapt by her wildflower side. Summer breeze whispered tales in the shade, old porch creeks where our promises lay. We carved our names in that tough ancient bark, promised to meet when day faded to dark. Echoes roll down from that lonely hill's crown, where oak leaves talk of the love we had found. The winds carry cries of the words we once said, now just ghostly whispers though our dreams are laid dead. Years have passed, the oak tree stands still, but the house lies empty, life lost its thrill. Gravel roads, once our kingdom to roam, now just pathways to a long abandoned home. Her scarf in my pocket, a faded old blue, every thread a memory of the love I once knew. Echoes roll down from that lonely hill's crown, where oak leaves talk of the love we had found. The dust swirls around where we once danced in rain, now each drop's a tear, and each tear's a refrain. Echoes roll down from that lonely hill's crown, memories fading like dusk into town. I'll ride these lands under stars cold and bright, chasing her shadow into the night. Echoes roll, echoes call, but she's never in sight. On Lonesome Hill, neath the crying sky, an old oak whispers secrets when the wind blows by. Its leaves hold tales of you and me, in the shadow of our dreams where we used to be. A cabin sits, its porch worn thin, ghost of your scarf dancing in the wind. Those gravel roads where our stories spilled, now just dusty tracks that the rain can't heal. Oh, Lonesome Hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. Gone are the days of laughter and wine, only echoes in the hollow where I lay my mind. Your saddle's untouched, it's been years I reckon, mourn for leather, each crease a lesson. The creek still runs, but it's not the same. Without your reflection, it's just water and pain. Hardened by time, softened by tears, this wandering life shaped by fears. Oh, Lonesome Hill bleeds as my heart recedes under wide open skies where you slip from my grip and the sunset's pain. All my silent complaints on a canvas of plains where our love met its fate. If memories were horses, I'd ride back to you through storms and through shadows to truths we once knew. But dreams are just echoes fading into the night, and I'm just a shadow under fading twilight. So Lonesome Hill bleeds, and I'm trying to believe in a sky that still holds both your heart and your leave as the night closes in. On the plains wide and still, I'll remember us fondly forever on Lonesome Hill. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers flow, I found a rusty locket gleaming faintly in the glow. Promises like whispered winds through the chaparral so dry,
where echoes of our laughter paint the canyons in the sky. Oh, that rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the dreams we built on gravel roads now lost to the plains. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. Years swept like the river past the porch where we once sat. Now just creaking timbers and a faded welcome mat, where a scarf danced with the autumn, a ballet of flame and rust. Only dust remains where once was trust, now swallowed in the gust. Oh, that rusty locket washed away in the rain, like the love we carved deep in the woods, now part of the terrain. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red neath the sorrow's heavy sway. She's a memory riding distant trails, forever washed away. I wander these empty cabins with a heart that's lined in stone, past shadows worn and weathered like the skin over my bones. Fading trails my only guides to the woman I once knew. In a locket lost to the river's rush, my heart bids her adieu. Oh, that rusty locket swallowed by the stream, a token of the tenderness that lives now in my dreams. Each sunset bleeds a deeper red across the endless fray. She's a silhouette against the dying light, forever washed away. In the gray dawn where the oak trees whisper, found a scarf you left on the old porch swing. Ghosts of laughter in the chilly air linger as the cold morning listened to my heart sing. Every creaking board a story of footfalls, you dancing barefoot, soft smiles in the rainfall. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow unbidden, where the echoes of you and the wild winds hide. Now the town sleeps under veils of silence, gravel roads wear the scars of our rides. The old cabin stands bare in defiance, but inside the emptiness a part of me died. The heart cold, no fire to confess to, only dust and motes dance where love once knew. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping as the sun hid behind clouds, ashamed to rise. Your memory's a secret I'm keeping in the land where the lonely heart flies, riding trails of shadows, my sorrow
echoes of you and the wild winds high. So I whisper to the breeze, tell her my fears, under the vast, unyielding, indifferent skies. She carries my words like forgotten years to where the horizon of your absence lies. Oh, cold morning, heard my silent weeping, each teardrop caught in the beard of time. No more secrets, just the stars keeping watch over a cowboy's lonesome rhyme, riding trails that fade with the dying light. Cold morning listening took you from my side.
In the shadow of an oak, near the creek where whispers float, a fire crackles its lonely sparks as drift to skies remote. Beneath that ancient tree, she carved her name next to mine. Now just ghostly letters faded by the cruel hands of time. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear. Each ember's a tear, falling where I once held her near. Under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam, I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. The old porch creaks, empty like the echoes of my heart. Gravel roads stretch far, leading ever from where we part. Her scarf still lies upon my saddle, frayed and pale, like the trails we rode now, dusty stories, old and stale. Lonely fire drifts, carrying dreams of yesteryear. Each ember's a tear, falling where I once held her near. Under the silver moon, where our lost whispers roam, I'm a wayward shadow in the wildlands that I call home. Rain taps on cabin roofs like soft words unsaid, each drop a memory of a love that softly bled. In the heart of the whispering winds, her laughter finds me still, but it's just a fleeting sound, a chill upon the hill. Lonely fire drifts, and with each spark that dies, a piece of my soul sighs into the heavenly skies, where rivers sing and mountains know her name. I'll wander lost yet found in the embers of the flame. Lonely fire drifts, and I'm drifting too, forever in this the oak tree shadows lay long and lean. There's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind caught on a rusty nail. Whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that lone gravel road where our last kiss was set. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the den. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild through the rivers of time, love's currents beguile. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale where laughter once echoed, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rains that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the den. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. In the stillness of a fading trail's end, I found that every shadow bends towards a memory of those days when love was wild and time was a haze. Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn like a bell toll solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift and dream. Here in the heartbreak where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains. In the cradle of the valley, where the oak trees touch the skies, lies a cabin made of memories, where my heart forever lies. The porch still holds her laughter in the creaks of weathered wood, where we watched the endless sunset, a promise understood. His shadow closed her eyes beneath the weeping willows' cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes and the dreams of love denied. Now the road is dressed in gravel, stretching past the forgotten miles, each stone a tale of distance between the sorrows and the smiles. The the scarf she left behind. On the saddle lay so cold, a fragment of a dance in the dust that turns to gold. His shadow closed her eyes beneath the weeping willow's cries, where whispers of the prairie wind speak of days gone by. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes, and the dreams of love denied. By the riverside I wander, where the waters meet the bend, her reflection in the ripples, my companion, my old friend. With every step a whisper from the past that can unwind, her echo in the canyon, a love I'll never find. His shadow closed her eyes beneath the weeping willow's cries, where whispers of the prairie wind mourn the quick goodbyes. In the silence of the twilight, with the stars so sadly eyed, his shadow closed her eyes on the heart that's tried and tried. So I ride beneath the moonlight, where her laughter met my sins, a cowboy with his memories, where the old love never wins. The trails may fade in shadows, but her touch I'll never lose, as his shadow closed her eyes to the life I did not choose.
Past the ridge where the old oak stands, I found her scarf caught on gnarled hands. In that silent place, our laughter echoes through empty cabins and fading meadows, where once the wildflowers dared to grow, now lies a blanket of untouched snow. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune, where only her memory remains. We'd ride through town, dust kicking 'neath hooves, two shadows merged at the fall of dusk. But time, like a thief, rode silently from view, stole her smile and a warmth I once knew. Now the porch swings alone, the gravel road untread by the ghost of a love and the words we left unsaid. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune, where only her memory remains. Underneath the starlit canvas, I whisper to the skies, searching for forgiveness in the moon's unblinking eyes. For not the miles I've wandered, nor the stars above could ever erase the traces of that lost, forsaken love. Oh, the storm turned cold, and I'm still here, holding on to shadows, wishing she were near. Wind's a solemn partner in the dance of the forlorn, carrying my heartbreak like a cowboy worn and torn. In the chill of the silence where our dreams once danced, I'll saddle up my sorrows, give solitude one last glance.
In the shadow of the old sycamore tree where the creek bends low and wild, we carved our names for eternity in the days when I was just a child. Her laughter echoed through the canyon's breath where the dusty trails now lay. Each step away feels closer to death as the twilight steals the day. A lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it burns away all the memories that time can't erase. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do? Watch the lonely fire stay. Once there was a cabin filled with light where the porch held back the sun. Now cobwebs catch the last rays of night and the saddles come undone. The riverbed's dry, the oak tree has died, no shade for broken dreams. Her scarf in my hand feels like grains of sand slipping through like all my schemes. Lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it slowly decays, the ties to a past that I can't reclaim. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do but watch the lonely fire stay? So I'll ride these hills, let the dusk wrap its chill as the shadows claim the ground. No whiskey can cure, no time can secure the love that I once found. Lonely fire stays, never quite the same as the silence settles with the frost. Each flickering flame speaking out her name, wondering if I'm lost. Lonely fire stays, this heart forever prays in the ash of memories I trust. Here in the ghost of you, that's all I can do while the lonely fire stays. Yes, the lonely fire stays, and I'm just a whisper in the haze.